22 KCA examination 23rd December 2022, covering all the counties. The officers involved in the monitoring of the 2022 KCSE examination were drawn from the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Interior and National Administration, the Teacher Service Commission, the ministries, departments and agencies participated in the exercise under a whole of government approach. The officers who participated in the monitoring exercise submitted their reports in the form of duly filled monitoring questionnaires, and where there were emerging issues, separate detailed reports were prepared. NEC also operated a call center and provided guidelines for submitting written reports and evidence concerning any malpractices in the examination. Marking of the 2022 KCSE examination. Honorable Chairperson and members, the marking of the 2022 KCSE examination began with the coordination of chief examiners in the charge on 21st December 2022. The other examiners reported from 2nd January 2023, and the marking was finalized on 18th January 2023. The examiners were taken through the relevant guidelines. Each examiner signed a form committing to high standards of professionalism and integrity. A similar form was signed by the security personnel deployed during the administration of the examination. These are attached in Appendix 9. The total number of examiners involved in the 2022 KCSE examination marking exercise was 30,592 in 35 marking centers compared to 29,116 examiners involved in 2021, representing an increase of 1,476, which translates to 5.07% of the examiners. NEC examiners are invited online through the contracted professional portal and are required to read and understand the instructions on marking, which form the basis of the contract between the examiner and the NEC. The examiners who accept the conditions voluntarily sign the contract and report the various marking centers on the scheduled date after clearance by the Teacher Service Commission. The list of selected examiners is sent to the Teacher Service Commission for vetting before they are invited for the marking exercise. Since 2016, NEC installs a secure virtual private network connecting all the marking centers to the central server. This ensures that the captured marks are relayed to a central server in real time during the keying in of marks. Adequate security measures have been taken by the NEC warehouse and the marking centers. These include installation of CCTV cameras, use of multi-agency security teams, and the vetting of persons allowed to handle the candidates' answer scripts throughout the period. Tight security is also put in place during the transfer of candidates' answer scripts from the warehouse to the marking centers and the back. Each examination paper is marked at the marking center by different examiners. Papers with the red candidature were marked in more than one marking center. All of the marking activities are coordinated and closely monitored by a multi-agency security team that is coordinated at the Command and Control Center and operated on a 24-hour basis. NEC marking schemes are secured developed a day after each examination paper is sat by the candidates. The marking schemes are secured by NEC. During the coordination exercise, examiners interpret the marking schemes and agree with the chief examiners through free discussions on the marking standards. In the administration of examinations, NEC allocates random numbers to each school. This is to conceal the identity of candidates' scripts from examiners during marking. During the packing of answer scripts for marking, NEC further mixes different school packets from different sub-counties in a box. The boxes are stored in a script room installed with CCTV cameras and manned by NEC officers. at each marking center. The officers issue boxes to different teams for marking in a random manner. Only one box is issued to a team at a given time. Before the commencement of arrival marking, examiners are coordinated and taken through previewing during which marking instructions, regulations, discipline, promotion, and all other issues concerning marking and assessment are discussed. Once this is done, examiners are grouped into teams guided by the NEC criteria that takes into consideration gender, regional, and experienced parents. This is to ensure that examiners from one region do not form a team. Those experienced and those recently trained are mixed in a team. KCSE candidates' answer scripts are marked through a conveyor belt system. The conveyor belt system is a method of marking that is practiced properly to improve reliability in the scoring process, not only to enhance the standards but also ensure that integrity is maintained. It enhances objectivity and fairness in marking candidate scripts. A candidate script is marked by a group of examiners at all levels. The belts teams created during coordination may remain or be reformed depending on the level of ability of examiners. At this level, each team leader is allocated boxes of arrival scripts in which he or she is supposed to pick and assign for packets of the centers contained in the boxes. The team leader also issues the packets one after another to members of his team as the marking continues. Senior examiners randomly assemble and mark a portion of marked candidate scripts for quality assurance in the marking process. Every year, since 2020, NEC convenes a 3-day post-mortem retreat with the chief examiners to carry out an evaluation of the marking exercise to develop some corrective action and improve the next marking exercise. As part of the processing of the examination results, there was a meeting of the KCSE Examination Awards Committee for grade setting and standard fixing on 18 January 2023. To ensure that the process meets international acceptable standards, representatives from examination posts from Zambia, Uganda, Tanzania, South Sudan, and Lesotho were invited and participated in the process. Honorable Chairperson and members, I wish to confirm the committee that the marking process is 99.9 watertight. It ensures the quality and security of the scores awarded to the candidates. The claims of possible interference with the candidates' marks are far-fetched, considering measures that have been put in place since 2016. In addition to the foregoing measures, the Ministry and the NEC also took other preventive measures to ensure that the 2022 KCSE examination was free of malpractices. We provided a comprehensive brief to county and deputy county commissioners and to county security personnel on the administration and integrity of the examination. These officers did a good job in supporting the administration of the exams. Through the use of technology and social media, we were able to instantly and simultaneously communicate with the regional and the county directors of education on monitoring the administration of the examinations. We also requested the Communication Authority of Kenya to start several social media platforms that were used to spread fake exam papers and the proud members of the public. Question number 5, Chairperson, is how effective was NEC? Were NEC guidelines and rules in capping examination malpractices? And the NEC guidelines on the management and administration of KCSE provide guidance on the conduct and administration of the examination. The guidelines were distributed by NEC and is in every examination center in the custody of the center managers for reference during examinations. The roles and the responsibilities of all persons involved in the administration and the conduct of the KCSE examinations are outlined in this document as a measure to control standards and avert an attempt at examination malpractices. NEC conducted previewing and sensitization before the start of 2022 KCSE examination series to refresh all the contracted professionals on what was expected on what was expected of them and the guidelines on the management and administration of KCSE. The briefing and sensitization was conducted in all the counties in the country, and the information cascaded to the sub-county level and further the examination centers throughout the center managers and supervisors. Rehearsals were held in all the examination centers on 2nd November 2022. During the rehearsals, candidates were reminded of the rules and regulations governing the conduct of examinations and further taken through the penalties of examination malpractices as stated in the Kenya National Examination Council Act and the examination timetables that each KCSE candidate is given. During the rehearsals, the supervisors in collaboration with the center managers are expected to organize the seating arrangement of the candidate to ensure adequate spacing that will prevent malpractice. Honorable Chair and members, I can confidently confirm that these guidelines were effective in curbing the examination malpractice in the 2022 KCSE as they provided an effective framework for sensitization and deterrence. They also enabled the identification and penalization for cases of attempted malpractice, such as the confiscation of mobile phones during frisking that I have referred to. Question number 6, whether examination marking stations were adequately prepared with due regard to the marking schemes, integrity of markers, award of marks, and moderation process. Honorable Chair and members, the examination marking stations were adequately prepared for the marking exercise. NEC only engages trained and practicing teachers in the marking of KCSE examinations. All examiners are taken through a training on marking by NEC before their first engagement as examiners. NEC trained new examiners for the examination papers that required additional examiners in September 2022 at the various examiner training centers in Nairobi and its environs. All examiners are required to declare interest before commencement of the marking exercise. They also sign an oath of secrecy not to divulge any knowledge that they gain during the marking process in order to safeguard the confidentiality and integrity of the marking process. As indicated earlier, the marking of the 2022 KCSE examination began with coordination of chief examiners in charge on 21st December 2022. The other examiners reported from 2nd January 2023, and the marking was finalized on the 18th January 2023. A total of 30,592 examiners participated in this marking exercise and were accommodated in 35 marking centers. As already indicated, the candidates' answer scripts were marked through a conveyor belt system similar to the previous examination cycles. This system ensures that the candidates are scored fairly and that the marks are consistent and reliable. Question number 7. How effective and efficient were examination management officers from NEC headquarters deployed to schools countrywide? As already indicated, the monitoring of the field administration of the 2022 KCSE examination took place between Monday, 21st November 2022 and Friday, 23rd December 2022. All counties were covered. The key objective of the exercise was as follows. 1. Assure the quality of examination administration processes to ascertain that all the regulations governing the conduct of the KCSE examinations were there too. 2. Deter against examination malpractices to avert any threats to the credibility of the examination administration process. 3. Register the presence and active participation of NEC while the KCSE examination is in progress as part of ownership of the process. 4. Provide a feedback mechanism for continuum improvement as the observations made during the monitoring exercise were expected to inform and guide the future conduct of the examinations. The 2022 KCS examination monitoring exercise was carried out through a multi-agency approach involving officers from, among other entities, the Ministry of Education led by the Cabinet Secretary, who visited a number of counties, Chairman, NEC, the Teacher Service Commission, the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, the Kenya National Union of Teachers, and the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers. In addition, senior government officials from the Ministry of Interior and ICT and other government departments and agencies participated in the exercise in the multi-agency approach. Additionally, NEC established a call center that addressed queries and reports from the field during the administration of the examination. Prompt action was taken to cover areas of examination centers that were suspected to attempt malpractices, where a supervision and investigation team in some examination centers were observed not to be adhering to the guidelines for administration of examinations. A recommendation was made to the Teacher Service Commission that arranged for immediate replacement of the contracted professional. Number 8. Whether there is need for legislative measures including review of penalties and examination malpractice to enhance deterrence. NEC operates under the Kenya National Examination Act number 29 of 2012. NEC is in the process of reviewing the NEC Act to update it to the current innovations and to strengthen the penalties for cheating and other malpractices. The review process began in October 2022, and the Chairman has it to work. When it is ready, we will forward it to you because it has to be passed by Parliament. A key issue that has arisen over the years is the emergence of various social media platforms that has allowed for propagation of examination materials around the country almost immediately. This is currently done through WhatsApp, Facebook, and Telegram. The misuse of social media, for example, by sharing fake papers and potentially in early exposure of examination material, has become a major issue given the extensive reach of these social media platforms. NEC has been collecting views from the public on the possibility of inserting a new offence in Section 27 of the NEC Act to provide as follows. A person who before or during an examination negligently or willfully assists or causes an examination paper, material or information or any part thereof to be shared on any digital media platform commits an offence and is liable upon conviction to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 5 years or a fine not exceeding 5 million shillings or both. The offences that currently exist under the NEC Act provide only for the possession of unauthorized examination material and the sharing of unauthorized examination material with a candidate. The new offence as proposed could enable NEC to engage with the security agencies and to hold to account those that share or sell fake papers or expose examination materials in advance. This will serve as an appropriate deterrent. We will call upon the Committee and the National Assembly to support this proposed review of the law to ensure that framework governing our national examinations respond to the advances in technology. In addition to the proposal for legislative changes, there is need to enhance NEC's budget. While there has been an increase by over 50% in the candidature, NEC's budget has not grown in proportion. We urge the committee to support NEC. We are currently reviewing the remuneration of examiners with a view to increasing the same, and additional budgetary support will therefore be critical. My conclusion, therefore, Chairman and honourable members, is that I have the following to make concerning the allegations. First, it is hoped that this statement adequately responds to the questions that have been raised by this committee and other players around the conduct and the results of the 2022 KCSE examinations. As a ministry, we are always available to provide any additional information that may be required. The numbers are there for all to see. Secondly, constructive criticism is healthy for the development of our examination and education systems, and we must not permit the unfair discrediting of our systems. Our hard-working and disciplined children and teachers should be recognized for their good work. As a ministry, we look forward to working very closely with this committee to develop mechanisms of ensuring that the public is given correct information based on the accurate facts and the figures. Social media has made it much easier to propagate fake news and to also perpetrate fraud. As stakeholders, we must work together to ensure that the credibility of our examination system is not placed at risk because of this. The education sector is a critical sector for the development of any country. Once its credibility is undermined, the ability of our graduates to compete for academic and professional opportunities in the region and beyond is also undermined. This way, our hardworking and disciplined children will be unjustifiably denied the right of opportunities in the region and globally. I call upon our brothers and sisters in the media to remain at the forefront in ensuring that the public is provided with accurate information. As a ministry, we operate an open door policy, and we are available to provide any information and clarification that may be required. National examinations in this country are for long in the followed high stakes because of the emphasis placed on the summative assessment. This is part of the reason for the misinformation and attempted fraud around our examination processes. As we continue with the rollout of the competence-based curriculum, these high stakes will reduce because CPC is competence-driven with more emphasis on formative as opposed to summative assessment.
Is it in order for the CS to blatantly say that the media is propagating fraud? Why am I saying this? Because for Shakahola, is the media brought it out.
You say it's social media.
Actually, it's not important for the CS. We actually say that because the media is actually a threat in actually taking news to the people and yes, I see it. Maybe that is a question we need to make.
I would say it's social media.
Or social media, not
the media. The social media, not
the mainstream media.
Not the mainstream. I look forward, Chairperson and honorable members, to working with all of you as we complete the remaining cycle of KCC and as we continue to strengthen the systems for the rollout of CPC. Thank you. I so submit.
Thank you, Waziri. I think you've made your presentation, and members, as we agreed, it's now in 11. Yes?
You say social media and video.
Social media.
Waziri, I know we have, there's a very big bundle of appendices. I will request members, I don't know if you will go as per our agreement, we take, go for tea, up to 11:15, 11:20. We are back. We'll prosecute each question exhaustively up to lunch break, and we come in the afternoon and then clear the rest. Is that proper for us? We can go for tea now at up to 11:15, or we proceed. Yes? Are we there for health break? You know, we had made an argument earlier on.
Chair,
Yes,
we have just come from some break and some tea, a heavy one. I propose we continue a bit.
Health break? Yes. 15 minutes health break, members, so that we are back. Don't worry. By 15 we'll be back here.
I think I
Yes.
to recuperate a bit.
Yes.
I need it, Chairman, to recuperate, and then we come back. Yeah. Wanaona grass.